Hey everybody, it's Arnisha, and this is Good Things Happen on Wednesdays. So I'm back again with another episode for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it and you continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me all the feedback that you can. I really appreciate it. So for today, a lot of you may know, Sunday was the second presidential debate, and like I said before, I saw a lot of opinions about it and everything like that. All I want to say is make sure you are aware and informed about both sides and what their policies are. That way you can truly make a difference when November 11th comes around. So make sure that you're registered to vote. Yesterday was the last day to be registered. So now that I hope you guys are all registered to vote, make sure you know where your polling location is so you don't miss out on the opportunity to be able to vote. So stay aware, be educated, do your research, and know what you need to do to make a difference for our country and your country that you're living in. So that's all I have to say about that. Today, I kind of want to talk a little bit about vices and different, and then how people turn some of those vices into addictions. Because it's very sad, it's really saddening for me to see, different people overdosing or taking drugs and drinking and smoking and everything like that, and just turning to bad vices. Like, I know life gets hard sometimes, and some people are able to take that pain and take their struggle and do positive things and work from it, but some people aren't. Some people cope by doing other things that are harmful to them, bad habits that become very hard to break. I often hear a lot of people say, why don't they just stop? It's so easy to just stop. But you don't know that unless you're going through whatever it is that person is going through. So before you go and make a comment like that, you can't even put yourself in their shoes, because you don't know their situation. You know yourself and how you may act in a certain situation, maybe the same situation as them, but you don't know what that person is going through mentally, physically, and why they are doing what they're doing. So all you can do is be an ear to listen. A lot of people really want to help, and one of the best ways to help is to listen, and be aware of the signs and what's going on. And you don't want to discredit someone's pain. And what I mean by that is, if someone says, oh man, I'm so stressed out, don't respond with, yeah, we all are, because their stress is different from someone else's. So two people can be going through the same exact problem, but to them it's way worse. It's the way they handle it. So don't try to relate them to everyone else. Let them have their moment and truly understand and try to feel the pain, empathize with them and try to really see what they're going through so you can try to help them. One of the hardest things for people who struggle with addiction or, have a bad habit when they are stressed out or something like that is asking for help. When an alcoholic drinks, it's hard for them to admit they're alcoholic. They're like, oh, I'm just drinking to have a good time. But in all reality, they're sad, and drinking doesn't help with being sad because alcohol is a depressant. So you just have to be aware and don't try to force them to tell you what's wrong, because that will stress them out even more and make them feel like they really, really have some sort of problem. But the best way is to just listen, give them pamphlets, don't tell them it's going to be okay, because it will. However, sometimes people don't want to hear that. They want to know the truth. What can you do to really help you? Some people are really going through it and they don't see the light at the end. They don't see, how can I stop? Why is this my life? What is going on? And that's when it becomes very hard. So you, as a friend or a loved one, family member, whoever it may be, just be aware of the signs of any types of vices. Whether they're doing drugs, drinking, whatever it may be, and just try to help. Let them know that you are there for them when they need it, whatever they are going through. Because times like that, times get rough, and some people don't know how to cope in a positive way. So you want to try to bring people to positivity. And another thing is the friend that you keep around you. You know, when someone passes away because of an overdose, it's always the friends who are like, oh man, I'm going to miss them the most. But you were the ones who were there, or supposedly their friends, while they were doing this, and you didn't stop them. So you have to make sure you're going to be loyal and look out for one another. That's something that is extremely important today in all situations, not just when it comes to addiction or, you know, bad vices, but when you're going to be there for someone, make sure you truly are. If you're really their friend, you want to help them and see them be successful. If you're doing the same things they're doing too, maybe you should look at yourself, because a lot of times, you know, it turns out with a situation like, wow, that could have been me, and it is a reality. It hits you really hard. So you just have to make sure that you're being cautious and taking the safe steps so that you guys both can be friends and live a prosperous life, you know? So when it comes to that, that's all I ask, that if you have people around you or you know people who are struggling with these things, do your research. Look up ways you can help. Go to different group meetings and everything like that. Don't try to force someone into something, because then they'll run away further. You need to be able to have them want to come to you and want to get help, because that's going to be something that will truly make a difference. Vices are tough, and addiction is very real. So if you see someone going down that path, or if you personally are struggling, don't be afraid to reach out, because all anyone wants for you is to see you do your best and not get stuck in a sad situation or a helpless situation. I'm here to help you. If someone thinks that they need help, don't be afraid to reach out, because I want to see all people strive. My friends, family, people I don't know. I saw someone today waiting at the bus stop in a suit, and I was like, good for you, because, you know, a lot of times you don't see people on the bus, but you're doing what you have to do. So just make sure that that is what you're doing. You're helping out your friends. You're reading the signs. You're getting your information and knowing what to look for and doing whatever you can to help these people. You know, bring them to the positive side. If they have a bad habit, help them try to break it and see it, or figure out what's wrong with them. And then, if anything is wrong, and then try to bring positivity in their life. You know, instead of going out to a party or whatever it may be, say, hey, do you want to go paint? Go to the park. Try to find something positive and bring that positivity into someone's life, because you never know whose life you're going to save. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys all remember this, and don't be afraid to help people and know the signs and know what you're looking for. So thank you all for watching. This was Good Things Happen on Wednesdays, and I can't wait to see you guys next week.